All right, we're going to start off with a bit of unit conversion and dimensional analysis. So we're going to do interconverting atmospheres in kilopascals. Obviously, there are many different units of pressure, such as millimeters of mercury, torrs, bars. So this is just one example, okay? So obviously I would never expect you to memorize unit conversion factors or anything. So we'll look up the unit conversion factor between atmospheres and pascals, which is that one atmosphere is 101,325 pascals. Now you know. So we always write that as an equivalency. So you can then take that and use it as a unit conversion factor, remembering that the unit that you want to cancel out is going to go on the bottom of that factor. Okay. And of course, don't forget what kilo means. So 1 kilopascal is going to be the same as 10 to the power of 3 or 1,000 if you prefer pascals. So we want to go from atmospheres to pascals and then finally to kilopascals. So each one of those arrows is going to be one of our conversion factors. So we're starting with 22 atmospheres. We want to cancel the atmospheres, so those are going to go on the bottom of our first unit conversion factor. Pascals will be on the top. That's the first thing that we want. So 1 sticks with the atmospheres and 101,325 sticks with the pascals. And then our next unit conversion factor is going to cancel out the pascals and give us kilopascals. So pascals on the bottom, kilopascals on the top. Okay, and we've already written the unit conversion factor that 1 kilopascal is 10 to the power of 3 or 1,000 pascals. So you should always be able to check with these unit conversions that the units that you don't want are cancelling out and the units that you do want are what you end up with. So atmospheres cancels out, pascals cancels out, gives us units of kilopascals. I guess I should grab my calculator. 22 times 101,325 divided by 10 to the power of 3 gives me 2,229.15. If I could type today, 2,229.15 kilopascals. We were asked for 2 significant digits, so at this point it's probably just easier to write that in terms of standard scientific notation. So that is going to be 2.2 times 10 to the power of 3 kilopascals. Okay, so that is going between atmospheres and kilopascals. So I think it is smart that we have a look and see if it asks us to do that the other way around. So going between kilopascals and atmospheres, just to make sure that we are super okay with this. Apparently it's going to give you the same question. Okay, so from kilopascals to atmospheres. So our plan then is going to start with kilopascals. We're going to want to convert to pascals, and then we want to convert to atmospheres. So again, we're going to gather our equivalencies and just pop them in as unit conversion factors so that the units we don't want are the ones that are going to cancel out. So the first unit that we don't want is kilopascals. So we're going to want kilopascals on the bottom and pascals on the top. So we know that 1 kilopascal is 10 to the power of 3 pascals. Okay, so kilopascal should cancel out, and then we want to go from pascals to atmosphere, so it's time for pascals to get cancelled out and for atmospheres to win. So our equivalency is that 1 atmosphere is 101,325 pascals. I'm gonna have to make my box bigger. All right, so what does that shake out to be? 3.17 times 10 to the power of 3 divided by 101,325 gives me 0.031285 blah 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 atmosphere. And we're asked for 3 significant digits, so when we're rounding to significant digits I always think it is smart to actually use SI, standard scientific notation, just to make sure that you have the right number of sig figs. So we're going to want to write 3.13 is to 3 significant figures times 10 to the power of minus 12 atmospheres. All right, so that's all you have to do with that one. So just standard dimensional analysis, unit conversion. It's about time we have a bit of practice with that. So have fun.